So today, what we're going to be doing is dialing in the Miata suspension. If you guys missed the last video, make sure to check it out. But we installed coilover suspension on the Miata. I have BCBR racing coilovers on it, so it's going to be interesting. I've let the coilovers break in for a little bit. I'll show you guys kind of the dampering settings that I'm running it on. I want to raise the car up a little bit, but I'm waiting for my tires to get here, so then when I have my new wheels and tires mounted, then I can kind of adjust it based off of those. So without further ado, let me show you guys what I'm running right now. So if you come under the hood on the Miata and also in the trunk, so there's these little dampering settings on top of the coils. So there's adjust it one way and it gets hard, adjust it the other way and it gets soft. Currently I'm running just about in the middle. I have just put both of them in 15 and 15. I forget what the rear is on, but I'm gonna check the rear real quick and go 15 all the way, 15 clicks, which would be dead center of soft and hard. So then I'm going to just go take a quick ride to get a little bit of a feel for the car, warm the car up, and then hit a nice open windy road that has a higher speed limit, so I'm not breaking any laws, not bothering anyone, nothing like that, and then kind of go and play with the settings all the way soft hard. So let's get on the road and get this car started and see how the new coilovers really feel. Doing a proper test finally. I'm very excited for this. Let's get on the road. On the way to the road where I want to kind of film, getting the car all nice and warmed up, so I guess I'll see you guys when we get there. Alright, so we're kind of in like an empty middle of nowhere outside of an airport that's basically abandoned on this side. So we're gonna just rip down the street a couple of different times. I have turned the suspension all the way soft on all four corners, so we're gonna see how it feels all the way soft. Then I'm gonna dial it in and go all the way hard and kind of keep adjusting and find where I want to be and find a balance of where I want to be. Now, the reason I'm doing this and not just leaving it in the middle is maybe I want the car to be a little harder, but maybe I also want the car to be a little softer. So I want to see what feels good. So I think I'm going to end up leaning it more towards a little bit more than halfway to soft, but I want to see what it feels like just both ways anyway. So dampening's all the way soft right now, and it's very soft. There's definitely a noticeable difference, like a really noticeable difference. Even before, like I haven't even ripped it around the corner yet, but even before when I was just adjusting it to be in the middle kind of, I noticed a big difference. Turn it all the way hard now. I know how it feels when it's soft, and let me tell you, it is pretty damn soft. Like the whole car rolls. It's not, I don't even find that comfortable for like just regular driving, honestly. Like I find that to be way too soft, but I mean I get why it's there. So I'm going to do on this one, turn it all the way hard, all four, and then on the next one, I'm going to turn just the back or just the front all the way soft and keep one soft, one hard, and then do it the opposite way and see what way I kind of like it. And then after that, I'm going to find the right dialing and where I like it. Like that a lot. I really like that. Coming from all the way soft, that first run felt really nice. Obviously on a harder road and on one with a little bit more potholes, a little bit worse condition, this road's in fairly good condition. Still has a couple of bumps and you can feel everything, but I like that a lot better. I think I'm really liking just right in the middle for daily driving. feel every single bump, but honestly it feels really nice. So what I'm going to do is turn the front all the way soft and see how I kind of like the front versus back, like different dampening feeling. But you can feel, the reason I'm going so drastic is so I can really know like what is doing what, like what the front coiler is doing in terms of the steering feel and handling, and what the rears are doing. Obviously the fronts are dampening the front, but in the feel of the steering and everything, I kind of want to know a little bit better. So that's why I'm doing such dramatic changes. And just like that, I have the front turned all the way soft. So let's see how it feels now. Definitely feel the difference, like between all the way hard and all the way soft. The front does a lot. Alright, so what I'm gonna do now is, number one, pick up my cameraman. Number two, what I'm going to do is I'm going to adjust it to where I think I'm going to want it, and I'll explain once I pick my cameraman up. Alright, so like I was saying, when I changed the difference in front and back, I really liked how the front was a little bit softer and the back was a little bit harder. I think for just daily driving on the roads, because I do drive the car a lot and I drive it on some pretty uncomfortable roads for the most part, which is why I wanted to dial it in the first place. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to set both to the middle. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to set the fronts all the way to the middle, rears all the way to the middle, and then set the front 5 clicks towards the soft side and the rear 5 clicks towards the hard side. And then I'm gonna go on a different road, kind of drive it a little bit, see how it feels, and then switch it, and then go 5 hard on the front, 5 soft on the rear. I do think the front is a little too soft, so I am gonna go harder on the front when I do get back home. Well, that is all I have for the video. I kind of just wanted to go test out my coilovers, number one, because I had never really used them, and I wanted to test out the dampering settings. I'm kind of really happy with them being a little bit more towards the harder side, kind of going towards the middle, but like 5 to 10 clicks towards the hard side. That's kind of how I like it, because when I do drive the car, I'm usually not driving on too many bumpy roads, even though a lot of the county roads sometimes can be sketchy, but I like to have fun with the car anytime I'm realistically driving it. And if I'm not driving it on some county roads like that, I'd still prefer the steering to be just a little bit harder, or the suspension to be just a little bit harder all the way around. So I think I'm going to play with it a little bit more, test maybe the backs a little softer than the fronts and see if that makes a difference, because that last drive when I was driving it, the fronts were a little bit soft and I had a little bit more play than I would like. That's all I have for this video. If you guys missed the last video, go check it out where we installed coilovers in the Miata. If you guys are interested in some other Miata videos, make sure to go check them out. That's all I have, and I'll see you guys in the next video.